So we are given a Python code in the question. Our task is to write a equivalent C program for the given Python code. So here in the given Python code, first we can see that we are accepting a integer n as input, and then we are creating a loop that iterates for n times, and in every iteration we are accepting a list of integers and storing it into the variable named current row, and then we are printing the length and the sum of the particular input list. So like this we will be printing the length and sum of n list. So this is what the given Python code does. So now our task is to write a C program which performs the same logic. So before that, let us see a sample input output. So in the first line of our input, we are given an integer n as input. So here n is equal to 2. So we are given two list of integers as input. So in the first list of integers, we have 4 integers, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So the length is equal to 4, and then the sum is 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, which is equal to 10. So in the first line of our output, we can see that I am printing the length and sum. So the length is 4 and the sum of integers is 10. So now we are going to move to the next list. So in the next list we have two integers, 1 and 2. So the length is equal to 2 and the sum is 1 plus 2, 3. So in the second line we can see that I am printing the length is equal to 2 and sum is equal to 3. So this is how we should be printing our output. Now let us see how we will be writing a C program for this. So first I am including all the necessary header files, and in this case we will be using strtok. So I am also including the string.h header file, and in the main function first I am creating a new integer n, and in the next line using a scanf statement I am accepting the n as input, and in the scanf statement near %d I am including /n because we have accepted the integer n as input. Next we will be accepting all the input list in a form of string. So only when we use a /n statement, the scanf will move to the next line. So that is why we are using /n. And then I am creating a loop that iterates for n times. And in every iteration of this loop, in the Python code, we were accepting a list of integers and storing it into the variable named current row. But in C, we don't have list. So what we are going to do is, we are going to accept the current line of input as a complete string, and then we will be iterating through every space separated string. So I am creating a character array named current row of size 1001, and then using a scanf statement I am going to accept the complete space separated string as input. So to accept a space separated string, this is the syntax which we should be using in the scanf statement. And here also I am including /n because after accepting the current line as input, we should move to the next line. So that is why here also I am including /n. So now we have to calculate the length and sum of integers for the current list of integers. So to do that I am creating two integer variables named length and sum, and initially I am setting both of them to 0. So now we are going to iterate through every space separated string using the strtok function, so that we will be able to calculate the length and sum of the integers in the list. So I am creating a character pointer named token, in which I am going to store the value returned by the function strtok, and in the arguments of strtok, first I am giving the current row, and in the next I am giving the value based upon which the string should be separated. So in this case the string must be separated using space, so that is why in the second argument I am giving a space. So now the character pointer named token will contain all the tokens of the space separated string. So we have to iterate through it so that we can iterate through the every space separated string. So I am creating a loop that iterates until the token becomes null, and in every iteration of the while loop again I am calling the function strtok with the arguments null and a space, and I am storing the value returned by it into the token. So here I am giving the first argument as null in strtok because already we have given the reference for strtok as current row. So again if you are going to give current row, then it will return only the first space separated string. We won't be able to iterate through every subsequent space separated string. So that is why in the strtok argument which is present inside the while loop, we give null in the first argument. So in every iteration of this while loop, if you are going to print the token using the %s specifier, then that is going to be the integer which we want. So In every iteration, we are going to calculate the length and sum. So we can increment the length in every iteration, because in every iteration we will be iterating through a integer. So in every iteration of this while loop, first we should give len plus plus, and we have to convert the token into an integer using the attay function. So in every iteration we have to add the sum variable with the attay of token. So these are the two more things which we need to do in every iteration of this while loop. So finally, after the execution of the while loop, we would have calculated the length as well as the sum. So using a printf statement, we have to print the length and sum which was calculated, and then we should print a new line so that we will be getting the output in the desired format. So this is how we can write a C program which performs the same logic as the given Python code. Thank you for watching.